If it only takes 2 small coins to open the path to prosperity, would you be willing to try it tonight? Sounds like a joke, right? But in reality, some of the biggest life changes often begin with the smallest actions. Some people move just one object in their home and suddenly feel like everything is flowing more smoothly. Work becomes easier, life feels lighter. Others hear just one timely phrase or have one clear thought, and it helps them break free from stagnation into momentum. So why couldn't something as simple as 2 coins open a new path forward? It is not that the coins themselves are magical, and no, they are not ancient sacred relics either. It is all about timing, placement, and your mindset. When something is placed at the right moment, in the right spot, and with the right energy, even the most ordinary object can become the bridge that connects your personal energy with the energy field around you. Once that connection is activated, fortune, opportunities, and even helpful people may start making their way toward you. Here is the interesting part. You do not have to travel anywhere or buy anything fancy. Those 2 coins might already be sitting in your wallet or buried in a drawer you barely ever check. The real difference lies in how you use them in the ritual I am about to share with you. All it takes is understanding the intention, staying sincere, and placing those 2 coins in the right location. Once you do that, your financial energy, like a hidden spring long sealed, will start to awaken and flow. And I must say this clearly, many people have tried but saw no results, simply because they skipped one crucial step. What is that step? We will go into the details in just a bit, but for now, let your mind settle. Trust that everything can change as long as you are willing to begin with the smallest things. And if you truly want luck to come knocking, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments. Just one sentence, but write it with all the belief in your heart. For example, I welcome abundance with an open heart, or I am ready for a new chapter of prosperity. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell, because we are about to uncover a secret that not everyone gets to hear. A secret that begins with 2 seemingly ordinary coins. The coin I am talking about here is the quarter. A quarter does not have the traditional round hole like ancient Eastern coins, and it does not carry the mysterious antique charm that many traditional feng shui items do. But that is exactly what makes it so powerful. Its modern look, everyday nature, and easy access turn it into a highly effective energy conductor in applied feng shui. But why 2 coins and not 1 or 3? What seems like a random number is actually the key to the balance and effectiveness of the entire ritual. To channel wealth energy, 1 coin, though simple and easy, represents singularity. In feng shui and energy work, anything singular tends to lack balance. A single coin creates only 1 point of vibration with no counterpart, like a boat drifting on a river with just 1 paddle. Even if wealth energy arrives, it can easily slip away because there is nothing to hold or amplify it. 3 coins at first glance may seem better, since they remind us of the 3 harmonies, heaven, earth, and humanity, but in practice, 3 often causes scattered energy if you do not understand how to maintain balance. 3 objects form a triangular shape, which generates a spiraling flow of energy. It is powerful but hard to control and may lead to chaos if placed in the wrong direction or at the wrong time. That is why 2 coins are the ideal number. 2 is one of the oldest symbols of universal balance, yin and yang, day and night, giving and receiving, inner and outer. This duality not only creates rhythm but also generates magnetic pull, like opening 2 doors at the same time to welcome fresh energy rushing in. Even more valuable is the fact that quarters made with precision molds make it easy for you to select 2 coins that are similar in shape, weight, brightness, and the subtle vibration you feel when holding them. This is no coincidence, it is actually the perfect condition for forming a harmonious energy pair. When 2 coins vibrate at nearly the same frequency, they amplify each other's power, just like 2 musical instruments playing in perfect harmony, creating a melody that draws wealth energy closer to you. And once you have chosen the right number of coins, the next question is just as critical. Where should you place them so that wealth can truly start to flow? In applied feng shui, location is not just where you put something, it is the point where energy gathers, flows, and spreads. Number 1. Inside the shoe cabinet near the front door. It may sound odd, but try setting aside the usual way of thinking and tune into the flow of energy on a deeper level. In traditional feng shui, the main door of a house is not just where people come and go, it is known as the mouth of energy, where all forms of energy, good or bad, enter or exit your living space. Just like the human mouth, if it is clean, healthy and in harmony, your body can absorb nutrients more easily. But if the mouth is blocked or misaligned, no matter how nutritious the food is, it cannot be transformed into life energy. The shoe cabinet, especially the lower compartment near the floor and close to the front door, is considered a zone of settled transitional energy, the meeting point between the outer world's energy and the energy inside your home. Though it is low to the ground, it is the first stop for any energy shift. Every time you come home, your shoes touch the floor, carrying traces of your journey and energy from the outside world, and that energy is left behind there. So placing 2 coins in this area is not about hiding money, it is about creating a gateway of good energy right at the threshold of your home. Picture this. Every time you step through your front door, whether you realize it or not, your energy is shifting. If the first place your feet land contains a concentration point, then the external energy can connect more easily, linger, and slowly be drawn into your living space. When you discreetly place 2 coins in the shoe cabinet, hidden from view, they act like 2 magnets of good energy, quietly attracting positive vibrations from what you bring home, while filtering out the negative and keeping the good. However, remember, do not just toss the coins into any pair of shoes. Instead, pick a corner of the cabinet. You can use a small box or line the space with red fabric to create a peaceful energy seat. If you have a habit of putting your shoes away into that cabinet every time you come home, even better, because that repeated action becomes a ritual for the subconscious, helping to maintain and stabilize the energy flow over time. One small but crucial tip: always keep your shoe cabinet clean, tidy and fresh. A dirty space attracts stagnant and negative energy, and in that condition, even properly placed coins cannot do much. If you can, spray a light mist of lemongrass, cinnamon or ginger essential oil into the cabinet every weekend. It refreshes the energy field and helps the coins breathe with the rhythm of your home. Number 2. Under the left bedside drawer. In mystical feng shui, the left side, known as the green dragon direction, symbolizes auspiciousness, prosperity, and strong support for growth and development. The green dragon is not just a mythical creature. It represents rising energy, expansive movement, and quiet assistance from unseen positive forces. Placing 2 coins under the left drawer of your bedside table is not simply a money ritual. It is a subtle, powerful way to create an energy field where your personal energy during rest harmonizes gently with the external energy flow. While you sleep, your brain shifts into a lower frequency, your body relaxes, and that is when your surrounding energy most easily influences your belief systems, your subconscious, and your internal energy flow. At this time, if the 2 coins are correctly placed, they act as filters for good energy, drawing in positive vibrations, purifying disturbances, and channeling peaceful energy into your dreams. This, in turn, reflects back into your real life. Moreover, the head of the bed is where your mind and spirit rest and recover each day. The drawer beneath, though hidden, represents the foundation layer of your life energy. When 2 coins are placed there, not too close to the body, but still within its energy field, they act like 2 silent stones, catching, holding and guiding energy to protect your personal energy space while you rest. Especially if you have recently felt drained, stuck, unsupported, or lacking in financial luck, this is the spot to prioritize for restoring positive energy. It is easy to do. Pick a quiet time, preferably during weekend bedroom cleaning. Wipe out the drawer, place a thin red cloth or a small silk pouch inside, then gently lay down the 2 coins with the side showing the inscription facing up. If you want to enhance the effect, include a handwritten note with a simple wish such as, "I open my heart to receive support and good opportunities." Do not underestimate this small action. It is the key that lets your space recognize your intention. Number 3. Inside your work desk drawer, facing west or northwest. In practical feng shui, Your workspace is not just where you earn a living, it is the zone where your mental strength, willpower, and creative energy operate. Every action you take at your desk, every decision, every signature, all carry the frequency of manifestation. To ensure these energy flows move smoothly and with minimal resistance, the ancient masters knew how to set up wealth-gathering points, even in seemingly logical cerebral places like your work desk. Particularly when you place 2 coins inside a desk drawer facing west or northwest, you are activating one of the deepest metaphysical principles in feng shui, the 8-mansion system, which analyzes the direction of energy flow and harmonizes it with your personal destiny to create an optimal interaction field. According to this system, the west and northwest directions are governed by the metal element, representing wealth, authority, and achievement. The west relates to financial movement, clear money matters, and personal or family prosperity. The northwest operates on a higher level, attracting mentors, leaders, and support from those in power. When you put 2 coins in a drawer located in either of these directions, you are opening a gateway for metal energy to enter the very space where you make decisions, boosting mental clarity, strong action, financial growth, and fortunate business relationships. Unlike flashy decorative objects placed on the desk, these 2 coins tucked away in a drawer serve as hidden energy anchors. They are silent, but constantly send out vibrations, harmonizing with the energy of your documents, contracts, computer, and writing tools, all items that transmit commands and manifest action in your workspace. The ideal time to place them is early morning. Before starting your day, clean out the drawer, leave it open for a few minutes to let old energy dissipate, then gently place the 2 coins inside. You can include a short written note with a goal or affirmation like, "Every action I take creates value and prosperity." Interestingly, many people who have done this ritual report feeling more clear about their direction, more confident in their decisions, and that previous work-related blockages seem to lift naturally. Not because the coins do the work, but because their presence placed in the right space and on the right frequency activates a part of your inner strength that had been buried under everyday stress. Number 4. Inside a red envelope with the calligraphy symbol blessing or wealth. If you want to boost the attractive power of this 2-coin ritual and enhance the prosperity energy field, not only to draw wealth in, but also to hold it longer, then placing the coins inside a red envelope with a hand-drawn calligraphy character like blessing or wealth is a simple yet incredibly effective method. Let's talk about the color red first. In the 5-element system, red belongs to the fire element, representing life force, vitality, movement, and activation. Wealth, money, and opportunity are forms of energy that need to be awakened and set in motion. By wrapping the metal energy of the coins inside the fire energy of the red envelope, you create an ongoing activation cycle that helps the coins not only attract good energy, but steadily radiate it over time. As for the calligraphy, the character blessing or wealth, it is more than just ink. It is a traditional energy symbol with centuries of meaning. Handwritten characters, especially those written with a calm and focused mind, carry a refined frequency. When you glance at it daily, even just in passing, your brain registers it and your subconscious absorbs it. This naturally steers your mindset and behaviors toward more positive patterns without forcing anything. Choose the character blessing if you wish for peace, harmony, and inner abundance. Choose wealth if your focus is on financial growth, expanding business networks, or career advancement. If you can write it by hand, even better. If not, pick a handcrafted or authentic calligraphy version, something with soul and energy, not just a random printout. Once prepared, place the envelope somewhere in your home or workplace where the energy feels good to you. It could be the back left corner of your desk, a drawer in the southeast area of your wardrobe which symbolizes wealth, or simply inside your wallet if you want to carry it with you. And here is something many who tried this have shared. After doing this ritual, they not only felt emotionally lighter, but also noticed their finances becoming clearer and more consistent, small gains arriving on time with a sense of invisible guidance. This did not come from the magic of the coins or envelope. It came from the synergy between intention, symbol, and consistent action every day. After choosing the right spots to activate wealth energy, there is another part that is just as important, the places you absolutely must avoid. Sometimes, just one wrong placement can disrupt the entire flow of energy. Prosperity may scatter before it even has a chance to settle, and you might not even realize it. Number 1. In plain sight. In applied feng shui, there is one core principle that is always emphasized: wealth must gather, fortune must stay hidden. In other words, anything related to money, abundance or good luck, if you want it to grow and last, must be placed in a safe, quiet spot, not exposed or shown off to others. That is why one very common, yet highly damaging mistake is placing the coins out in the open, like on top of a desk, on a shelf, in the middle of a room, or near a busy walkway. While this may seem convenient or easy to notice, it unintentionally turns the coin from an energy conductor into a fortune on display. When fortune is exposed, the energy is no longer protected, which can lead to invisible financial drains, scattered luck, and missed opportunities before they can even take shape. In traditional spiritual beliefs, every form of energy has its own rhythm. When it is newly formed, it is still fragile. It needs to be shielded and nurtured, just like a tiny seedling. Placing a coin meant to attract wealth in a highly visible, unprotected place is like planting a seed in a storm. The energy has no chance to take root before it is blown away. This is especially true in areas where people constantly pass by, where there is frequent noise, or when it draws curious or critical eyes. Instead of attracting wealth, it may even pull in scattered energy, gossip or envy. Exposing the coins also causes them to lose their sacredness. Any object that holds energy must be shielded to maintain its power, like a candle without a glass cover. Even a small breeze can blow it out. In real life, many people who placed coins on top of desks or shelves, or even used them as decorative items, later experienced small but constant financial leaks. Their cash flow felt unpredictable, and work opportunities seemed promising at first, but often slipped away at the last moment. That is the sign of fortune being lost. Number 2. Near a stove or open flame. Another area you should absolutely avoid is anywhere near the stove or fire. In classical feng shui, the kitchen, especially the stove, is the heart of the household's fire energy. It represents life, transformation, and the warmth that nourishes the family. But because it holds such strong fire energy, it is not a suitable environment for coins, which are metal and carry a stable grounding energy. When you place coins too close to the stove, you expose your wealth energy to the intense, constantly changing fire field. According to the 5 elements theory, fire controls metal, which means it weakens the energetic properties of the coins. As a result, the flow of wealth becomes disrupted, unable to gather. Not only do the coins lose their function as energy conductors, but it can also trigger the opposite effect, where money comes in but slips away just as quickly. Beyond that, the energy around the kitchen is what we call inner dynamic energy, tied closely to health and family harmony. Placing coins meant to attract outward-facing wealth into this deeply private and shifting energy zone confuses the layers of energy. It causes prosperity to mix with personal life force, creating tension, financial instability, and difficulty maintaining a peaceful, stable home. Number 3. In the bathroom. In the bathroom. One of the most forbidden locations in feng shui for placing wealth-attracting objects is the bathroom. Though it is a necessary part of every home energetically, the bathroom is a place filled with draining and impure energy, making it completely unsuitable for storing or attracting wealth energy. By the rules of energy flow, bathrooms are considered low-energy zones where positive energy is weakened and negative energy such as waste, chaos or discarded energy gathers most strongly. Putting coins, which represent wealth and financial blessings, into that space is like planting seeds in poisoned soil. Not only will they fail to grow, but the energy of wealth might even get pulled off course. This can lead to feelings of emptiness, exhaustion, or the sense that money shows up but disappears just as quickly. Furthermore, the water flowing in a bathroom has a constant washing away effect. If you leave any object designed to channel prosperity in there, the energy field will be continuously broken down. It can never stabilize. This instability may also reflect in your relationships or career, causing miscommunication and blockages because your energy flow is not aligned. Applied feng shui does not demonize bathrooms, but it always stresses the importance of keeping a clear boundary between clean energy zones and impure energy zones. So placing coins in the bathroom, whether by accident or out of convenience, is absolutely something to avoid, especially if you are truly serious about inviting abundance and balance into your life. Number 4. Taped onto the front door. The front door is more than just a physical entry point in feng shui. It is the boundary where your inner world and the outer world meet. It is like the mouth of a body, a place that breathes in fresh energy and regulates the overall life flow of your home. For energy to move smoothly through the entrance, it needs to be soft, continuous, and unhindered. So when you tape a piece of metal like a coin directly onto the door, you accidentally place an energy blockage right where the flow is supposed to be most open. Coins carry the metal element, while the front door is typically associated with the wood element. When metal is rigidly attached to wood, it creates elemental conflict because metal cuts wood. This results in a door that feels heavy, energetically blocked, and difficult to pass through. Vital life force cannot enter easily, wealth cannot settle, and the household may begin to feel pressure or unease without knowing exactly why. Instead of attracting wealth, the coin ends up acting as an obstruction. On top of that, the door is a high-traffic zone. If the coin is visible, it will be bumped, knocked, or noticed by guests and passers-by. Once the object is seen, commented on, or disturbed, the energy field, which needs to remain quiet and stable to attract wealth, becomes scattered. The more you try to show it off, the more the energy disperses. The more it draws attention, the harder it becomes for prosperity to find a foothold. Understanding where you should or should not place the coins is one thing, but for them to truly work, you must know how to activate them at the right time, in the right way, and with the right mindset. Even an object filled with good energy, if left dormant, is just like a seed that is never planted. It will never grow. So, how do you awaken the coins? This is the part few people talk about, and it is the key difference between those who simply follow a trend and those who actually shift their destiny. Start with a simple yet powerful ritual. Cleanse the coins using sea salt and fresh ginger water. Salt has long been used to ward off negative energy, and ginger, with its strong yang energy, helps restore the positive frequency to objects that have passed through many hands. All you need is a bowl of warm ginger water with a pinch of white salt. Gently wash each coin in the mixture. As you do, keep a calm mind and silently think, I am cleansing away all stagnant energy, so this coin becomes a channel for good fortune. Do not rush when your actions are slow. Energy has space to settle in. After washing, dry the coins with a clean cloth and place them into a small silk pouch or a red envelope as mentioned earlier. This is not just for physical protection, it is the first step in creating an isolated energy field so the coins do not absorb surrounding energies before being placed in their chosen spot. If you want to go deeper, add a small handwritten note with a wish or affirmation such as, I open my heart to welcome abundance from all directions. The next step is choosing the right time to place the coins. Not all moments are equal. Some periods, like the beginning of the lunar month, the day dedicated to the god of wealth, or early Monday mornings, carry strong energy shifts. If you cannot track specific dates, just pick a moment when your mind feels calm, clear, and undistracted. That is your own perfect timing. Before placing the coins, close your eyes for a few seconds. You do not need to chant or recite anything memorized. Just hold a simple but heartfelt intention like, let abundance gather here, and nurture fullness for me and others. Then gently place the coins down. This small act, if done with full awareness, will send a clear signal into the energy field around you. And finally, this is just as important, forget about them. Do not constantly check if the coins are working yet, or keep moving them around. Once activated, let the energy do its part. Live with gratitude, take positive action, and keep working with the mindset of planting good seeds. The coin is not a magic wand, it is a seed you plant, and it must be watered with your attitude and your daily choices. After activating the coins, many people expect instant change, and that expectation often leads to misguided behavior, weakening the entire ritual. So before moving forward, we need to look at common mistakes so you can avoid them or undo them if they have already happened. The first mistake, small but incredibly impactful, is using damaged, dirty or worn-out coins. Some people think, whatever I have will do, or it is just symbolic anyway. But in reality, a damaged coin represents damaged energy. Choosing something crumpled, torn or worn sends a weak message about value and respect. The universe does not judge, but energy reflects. If you use an object with low quality, the energy field it creates will also be unstable and more likely to attract chaotic energy than positive flow. The second mistake is placing coins carelessly without choosing the right time, without selecting a proper spot, and with no real intention. This is the just doing it because others are approach, with no depth, no connection to the item, and no sense of sacredness. You might toss a coin into a drawer or corner of the house, but if your mind is scattered, rushed, or doing it just to see what happens, then your own distraction cancels out the energy. In applied feng shui, your mindset is just as important as the ritual itself. An action taken with an anxious heart will bring incomplete results. The third mistake, more subtle but very common, is treating the coins like a magical charm and expecting miracles without making any change in your own behavior. This is the trap of blind hope. You do the ritual, you place the coins, but continue living in worry, acting against your intention and thinking, I am poor because I am unlucky, instead of reflecting on how you earn, spend, communicate and live. Remember, the object channels energy, it does not create it. Wealth flows to those who are aligned with the frequency of abundance, not to those who chase fortune with doubt, fear or inaction. So if you have made any of these mistakes, is there a way to fix it? The answer is yes. And the solution is just as simple as the ritual that started it all. First, if your coins are too old or have been placed in a negative space before, replace them with a fresh, clean pair that feels balanced and respected, just as you did the first time. Next, choose a new time with a renewed mindset. You do not need a lucky day on the calendar. Just choose a moment when you are truly present, willing to let go of old expectations and plant a new belief with intention. And finally, most importantly, never give all your power away to something outside of yourself. The coin only channels energy. You, through your awareness and your daily actions, are the one who keeps that energy flowing. If you live mindfully, you will not only know how to place a coin, you will know how to place yourself in the natural rhythm of prosperity and fulfillment. That is how even the smallest rituals can become powerful ones when done with a heart that is deep, awake and true. 2 small coins at first glance, they look like just loose change. But if you place them in the right spot, at the right time, with a calm and intentional mindset, they are no longer just metal. They become a quiet promise between you and the energy of the universe. Remember, feng shui is not about whether you believe in it or not. It is about whether you choose to live with awareness, with each space, each object, and each tiny choice in your day. Sometimes by shifting just one object or one location, you can redirect the entire current of your life. So tonight, as the world around you quiets down, choose your 2 best coins, clean them, dry them, place them in a red envelope, and find the spot you feel is most worthy to hold abundance. As you place them down, hold a small intention in your heart. It does not need to be long, only sincere. That moment marks the beginning of a new cycle. One of abundance, openness and harmony with the flow of good fortune that has been waiting for you. And before we close, leave a positive affirmation in the comments, something like, I am ready to welcome good fortune, or wealth is flowing to me every day. Hit like, subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss another insight into applied feng shui and ancient rituals that help us live more deeply, more truthfully and more naturally every single day. I wish you, starting from these 2 little coins, a great journey of abundance and peace.